Hi everyone, and welcome to your monthly animal spirit energy reading. We are going to have 3 piles as we usually do. We have pile 1 with this card, pile 2 with this card, and pile 3 with this card. Also with pile 1, we have this little agate pig, which is just so cute. I don't know how well you can see it there. Okay, just agate. The second pile would be this Lemurian quartz, seed quartz, or yeah, Lemurian seed quartz, I think it's called. And it is a little owl. And pile 3 is the little elephant. And it's the elephant, Sera is the crystal. So you can choose by crystal, by pile number, or by the cards in front of you. I will see you in the reading. Hi there to those of you who chose pile 1, this card, or this very cute little pig agate crystal. Maybe you are a pig in Chinese zodiac, I don't know. But there you are. If this is the pile you chose, let's get right into your reading. All right, I'm going to save this card for the end, and let's get right into it. So as always, remember, there's tarot and oracle in here. We're going to do live tarot at the end, but also I like to do like an overall energy. And remember that these cards can be individual messages for you, or you can take the message overall. Okay, so let's see what the animal spirits have to say this month. Overall energy we have coming out. Oh, I love this. It's dolphin play along with hyena. Ooh, okay. I'm just going to get the rest of the cards out and then we'll talk about everything. We have starfish with this panda card, 9 of swords for a clarifier. We have, oops, those are, yeah, we have snake, sorry. With 4 of cups is a clarifier, and we have seagull with queen of crystals as a clarifier. Okay, I can probably move these down just a wee bit. All right. So first thing I want to say with dolphin and play, maybe for you, pile 1, the message here coming in from the animal spirits is take on that dolphin energy. You know what? Get back out there and play. And why I'm saying it like that is because I'm looking at this card and see how it's dark and then it's beautiful and light and lush. So this is very dull and depressing, very bright and beautiful. This is the play area. So I feel like maybe pile 1, you're getting this message, or you picked this pile today because it's saying you need to have a little more fun in your life. You need to get out and play a little more. You need to get out and do the things that you enjoy. It doesn't have to literally be play. It could be going to a play. It could be going to a course or a class. It's a hobby, anything like that. It could be spending more time with your family outside. It could be spending more time with your friends, whatever and however it resonates for you. But what they're saying here, it says swim in the happy joy of living. Exactly. Because this isn't living this dark, but this bright is. Inhale confidence and exhale fear. Dive into your wisdom, go with the flow. And maybe for some of you, that's exactly what it is. It's that fear of, you know what, I need to work because I have all of these responsibilities. I don't have time for play, but their message to you is make the time, okay? This is a 38, pardon me, which is a master number, and it's all about relationships in this case, I want to say, right? It's about the new, right? Being able to see the difference here and then being able to go with the flow. That's strongly their message. Now let's pop up here to starfish spirit, open to infinite possibility. Snake, live according to your divine essence. Seagull, now is the time for deep emotional healing. And look at how we have the 9 of swords here too, and the 4 of cups. I'm going to read these individually and then we'll kind of tie it together. It's similar to what I do in the weeklies. I just feel like that's what I need to do here because of the way, you know, I put the cards out. So starfish spirit, open to infinite possibility. But how can you open up to those infinite possibilities if you're stuck in the Nine of Swords? If you are riddled with anxiety and worry and confusion and fear. Okay, it brings us back to this fear again. So this is twice now, fear is coming up. There's something with fear here that's holding you back over here in this sepia image, in this darker image, right? And not allowing you to get out and play and go with the flow and to be open to all the infinite possibilities, because when you're in that energy, it's impossible to see the bigger picture. So I feel that for some of you, that is actually the message here. We have 5 and 9, which is a 14, which goes down to a 5. It's change. Okay, it's needing to change. It's needing to let go of this fear, of this anxiety. All right, worried that, you know, you're going to drop into the abyss and just be swallowed whole. Oh, that was interesting. Okay, so that's one message there. Then we come over, and again, here we are with the snake. Live according to your divine essence. This living over here, not having play, not having fun, creativity, it reminds me of the 5th house, right? Not being out enjoying entertainment, doing things that you love to do, spending time with your children, okay? That's, you know, knowing what it is that you're supposed to be doing this lifetime. That's living according to your divine essence, not heavy and worried and fearful. And with the snakes here, I want to say 2 things. It's a shedding of skin. You can think of that with snakes, right? They shed their skin, so it's like death and rebirth. It is leaving it behind, leaving this energy behind to step into this. But I also feel, and this is just kind of random and not necessarily in with the rest of this so far, but because of the 4 of Cups here, I feel that there is an additional side message for someone, and that is, I'm not reading the 4 of Cups as you generally would. I want to say there could be danger. There could be, this is more like a warning of just be mindful of what people are offering you or why they're offering you something, okay? Just be mindful of that. I feel like that message had to come in, okay? So that is a separate message, but with here, this is shedding of the old, shedding this old sepia, going to the color. And with this seagull, it's saying now is the time for deep emotional healing. Look, we have water, water, water. Yes, okay. And then we have earth and earth with water. So this is also flowing, but with the seagull, and it's time for deep emotional healing. Like I said, maybe there is something that has held you back from going out and living your life, right? Living according to your divine essence, being happy, enjoying living, because you've been held up here in this 9 of Swords energy now for a while. And I feel like that needs to be healed. You need to identify it and then step in and let it be healed. Shed it. Get rid of it. It's, you know, it's the ending. Get rid of that old skin and allow yourself to heal. And Queen of Crystals is the Queen of Pentacles. And just like the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles is nurturing as well, okay? Also very grounded. And she's also very helpful, and it says comfort and prosperity. So it's bringing that comfort into yourself, but it may be finding comfort by going to someone to help you with this healing. That may be something that needs to be done for some of you, okay? Now, as you know, I always like to just flip in and get the little panda message because they're cute. You never know what they're gonna say. And so we have, I'm gonna do 4 of Cups first, just because that's where I'm flipping to first. Panda message. I wonder if there's anything beyond this life that I currently have. I want to feel something new, to see beyond this forest of bamboos. I will only know if I try, but should I? Sorry, what? Just take the cup? Oh, your arm is getting sore? My bad. Okay, I didn't read that very well, but very funny, okay? So that is an individual message for someone. That's why I love to read them out of the book here, just because, oh, the lady who created this, who wrote this, just unbelievably good. Let me get here. Why am I not able to find swords? Oh, there we go. 9 of Swords. There are monsters in the closet, but I shall face them bravely. Come out, monster. Here you are. Ah, it's my old unwashed sock from 10 years ago. How ghastly. Oh, and a greenhorn demon with creepy hands. Surprise, surprise. Oh, never mind. It's just my mother-in-law. Okay, love it. So again, we did kind of speak to that with this card, right? Like it's just that fear. But that's the overall message for you. Now let's pull some tarot and from the owls here, from the wise owls, and see if there's anything else. Because I have a candle going, I'm gonna actually, like I usually do, this. So let's get 3 cards here. Page of Wands. Oh, beautiful. Okay. Page of Swords. Awesome. The pages are young and youthful. I always talk about that. They're like the kids, so curious and fun. And the King of Cups. All right. So let's see here. With the Page of Wands, I mean, we're talking about getting out of your head, time for healing, shedding the old skin. Also the bit of warning here, be careful who it is that you're taking stuff from, as well as the panda message. But Page of Wands, Page of Swords, very curious. Page of Wands, more like curious as in they just see everything as open and limitless potential, right? Like they're kind of the free spirit. They're kind of what else? They love to discover things. So this may be discovering how to get out and play again. Swords. With the Page of Swords, curious, thirsty, wanting to know what is out there, right? So in other words, look, we had open to infinite possibility. That's that Page of Swords. And the Page of Wands is going after it. The Page of Swords also, right? Like wanting to know what's out there, curious, wanting to learn. You can't do that if you're stuck over here in the dark. They want you to take on this King of Cups energy, because with him, it's always emotional balance for me. It is the emotional balance of mind and spirit, your intuition, your gut feeling, all working together. And he's also caring, he's calm. And I think that's it. Sometimes with fear, we lose that sense of calm. So maybe take on this King of Cups energy. Now let's get one more oracle here. These are crystals and, sorry, I just want to turn this around. Crystals and chakras. So maybe a chakra you need to work on to pile 1. But also any of the animals coming through here today could be a spirit animal for you. Okay, maybe you resonate with that. Maybe the dolphin is your spirit. Maybe the snake is. Maybe you're familiar with those energies already. Or the owl. Strength. And this is your root chakra. Smoky quartz, get grounded, right? So when you're all up here in your head, all airy and in your mind and freaking out, you need to get grounded. And that's where this emotional healing, and we have pentacles here, right? To help you out, that Queen of Pentacles energy. Strength comes from your connection to the root of your being. I love that. So again, it does tie in. It could be an individual message. We also have snakes, which are an elemental energy, right? Because they're grounded, again, earth. Okay. So, you know, call on any of the animal spirits here to help you. And good luck with this. Get out and play though. Really, that is... and you know what, with the little agate pig too, Miss Piggy just popped into my head from, oh my God, what show was it? the Muppets, right? Yeah. I was having a total mind blank, but she just kind of popped in. That fun, right? You know, Miss Piggy's out there for all the world to see and just living her best life. So maybe that's what you need to take on the Miss Piggy energy. And then I just want to flip this, because sometimes when I choose a card randomly, just for you to pick from, there's a great message. Owl. Listen to the messages of the angels. And this archangel here, I don't know if you can see the name, but I'm going to hold it up. Okay, you can also call on that archangel. Again, let the messages come in. I think that really is going to have a lot to do, I want to say, with open possibilities, but also with the healing. Okay, so pile one, that is your message. Thank you so much for your support and being here with me to watch these videos. I enjoy doing these energy readings because you just never know what's going to come through, or they know, and they know who needs to hear these messages. So again, thank you very much, and I will see you in the next one. Hi to those of you who chose pile 2, this card, or this little owl, the Lemurian seed quartz. Okay, this is going to be your animal spirit energy reading for the month. Actually, there's 2 cards here. I just noticed that when I picked them up. I'm setting these aside to pull at the end. Sometimes when I choose the cards for you to pick your pile from or whatever, right? I like to just read them at the end to see how they tie in with the rest of the message, because I just think it's so interesting how spirit works like that. We have tarot, oracle. We're going to have live tarot at the end. I'm doing overall energy. Remember, these cards can be individual messages or taken as a message, like as a whole. So let's get going. Overall energy, goose, inner knowing. I'm going to read that after. And along with that, we have dolphin, happiness. So funny that pile 1, just so you know, also had dolphin, and it was about play, right? Getting out and playing again. So this is inner knowing and happiness. You are a brave traveler. Your soul knows the way. Be confident you will achieve your destination. Loyal friends are always with you. Don't worry. You are blessed. Let yourself fly. Be happy. You're going to be happy if you let yourself fly. You're going to be happy if you let your soul lead the way. Your friends who are always with you, those great close friends that you have, bring happiness into your life, bring play into your life. But I just love this because we know with the goose, right? I just always think of the Canadian geese going south for the winter, and just that Fly Away Home movie. I don't know if that was in the 90s or when it was, but watched it a lot. I loved it. And just they have that inner radar, right? They have that inner knowing. So could be message there for some of you. But let's see how everything else ties in. We have armadillo, spirit, set healthy boundaries, that hard little shell, right? And with that is the 3 of Cups. Okay. Oh, interesting. What just popped in there? Okay, goat. Ask from your innate wisdom. And I never, again, the archangel names on here. I'll just hold it up so you can see them. Okay, and with that, we have Imagination Station. This card came out before. I can't remember exactly. I know it was a spread in the deck, like to show you different spreads you could use, but the message with it was great. I'm going to look that up again. We have Penguin, the period of darkness that you've been experiencing is now passing, and Queen of Shells or Queen of Cups. Okay, you guys, so first off, I just found it funny that I said loyal friends are always with you. They could bring you happiness. But on the flip side of that, when I'm seeing this is celebration, all right? So I think that ties into the celebration, you and your friends out being happy. But I also feel pile 2 for some of you, maybe you need to set some healthy boundaries in your friendships or your social group relationships. Okay, that could be a separate message. Let's look here. Act from your innate wisdom. We just know, right? We have our higher selves. We could call it the Holy Spirit within us. We have our intuition, okay? We need to tap into that. Okay, look at how it's coming right out, and it's all up, right? So that's like your third eye chakra, your crown chakra. being illuminated. And look at the little heart here of the baby goat, right? It's just illuminating, I want to say, all of your chakras, really, which is quite interesting. And I do pull a chakra card at the end, so I'm glad that's kind of coming up. I'm going to leave Imagination Station until I pull out the tarot for the pandas, because I love that deck and they have the cutest messages. I don't always deliver the humor so well, but regardless, they're still cute. We have penguin here. So it's saying that maybe you've been going through a period of darkness, but they want you to know that that's now passing. Peace, compassion. You're going to feel compassion again. You're going to have peace come back into your life, but also here with the Queen of Shells, I want to say it's being in the flow. It's caring for yourself. It's nurturing your own self. Again, compassion. It's being compassionate towards yourself. It's, I mean, I always say this for the Queen of Cups. It's self-care and self-love. And with inner knowing, it's like you know that. But sometimes we do get into a dark place and it's hard to see that or come out of that. So this may be a message for you to say, go within. Act from your innate wisdom, okay? Talk to God, Source, Universe, your animal spirits. These may be, you may have any of these animals as an animal guide for you, right? I don't know. It may resonate with you. Maybe it's goats, dolphins, maybe it's the goose or the penguin or the little, I think this is like an otter, right? Or a panda. Whatever it is, call on that energy, whoever it is that you go to, and ask them to help you with that inner knowing to get you out of the dark place. So there were a few different little messages in here, which I like, because you know what? It's an overall. It's about your inner knowing. Set the boundaries with people you need to set with. Pull yourself out of that dark place. Easier said than done. Hard work, but just, you know, soldier on through it, okay? Because and call on that Queen of Swords energy. Just start nurturing yourself if it's one day at a time, if it's one small thing a day. But let's look at the cups here, because, you know, I know there's just going to be something funny coming through here from them. So we have the Three of Cups, panda message. Nerdy panda, dapper panda, hipster panda. Each of us is unique. Our souls are radiating in different colors, but we are black and we are white and we are pandas. See, I love it. I just love the little messages. Let's go to Imagination Station, which was, I said it was a spread. Ah, that's what it is. The power of what if will propel you to uncharted areas of consciousness and push you to expand towards your potential. Act from your innate wisdom. Answer the what if. Because if you answer the what ifs, it's going to propel you forward. Because I think it removes fear in some way, right? Because you do, well, what if this happened? Well, what if it didn't? Or what if this, well, what if this happened, right? There's always, I want to say, two sides to the what if. And I think that if you allow yourself to go there and answer those what ifs, it will help you to start acting from your innate inner knowing and guidance system. Okay, there, that's what that was about. All right, sometimes it takes me a minute to get it out. Let's look at the owl tarot here for more confirmation, clarification, you know, just to see how can you bring more happiness into your life, if it's going to talk more about your inner knowing or if it's just going to confirm and clarify what's here on the table. Okay, I usually like to get 3. So we have 6 of Swords. Yes. The dark place you've been experiencing is now passing. This is you moving away from it, okay? This is you setting the healthy boundaries and you moving away from what is no longer serving you, what's causing that darkness in your life. And sometimes it can be us. We can cause our own darkness. It could be someone else. Again, it will resonate differently for everyone. The star. I just want to say you're a shining star. I know that might be hard for some of you and not everyone to see right now because of the darkness. But it's like, oh, the star, the three wise men being led by the, oh my gosh, the North Star, but I can't remember the name of the star. Isn't that awful? But they followed the star. So it was guidance. It was inner knowing. They just knew. They didn't know why. They just knew they needed to follow it, and it would take them to the birth of our Ascended Master, baby Jesus. Okay, love that. So again, it's all about following that inner guidance and wisdom. Three of Pentacles. Again, we're back to the threes here with people. So, you know, this could be you. Remember I said you might have to go to someone to help? This could be representing that, working together for a common goal. This could also be the friends, the loyal friends, right? Just look at the inner knowing, the guidance. They're together in a group. The dolphins, happy together in a group. The pandas, even the goats, whatever it may be, I feel like you may have to tackle this with someone else or ask someone else for help in it, I think, too, is really the message. Okay, this one, for whatever reason, out of the chaos comes creation. And that is, it's just saying cycles. It's not actually saying, it's chakra balance. It's all of them. Ooh, it's finding that balance. It's finding that balance. Once you tap into your inner knowing, right? It's aligning those chakras up so that everything, I like to say, is firing on all cylinders. Crystals that you could use, but coming out of the chaos could be what's causing this darkness here. We want to get into this happy place, all right? Like a place where you're happy and creative, able to birth new ideas, right? I think of the Empress, right? Isn't that kind of like the Empress card in many different tarot decks? And FYI, just so everyone knows, she is covered. Crystals you could work with: Amazonite, carnelian, peach moonstone, red jasper. So there you go. There's some ideas. Now, last but not least, before we go pile two, I want to look at these two cards just to see if they somehow tie in. And there's two of them. Oh my heavens. We have the Empress and we have the Hermit. I was just saying, she reminds me of the energy, being able to get into that happy, creative place where abundance is flowing in, right? Oh, love it. And the Hermit, taking that little bit of time out, I want to say. Taking that little bit, I feel it's going to go here too, taking that little bit of time out so that you can heal. And remember, you take as much time as you need. It could be one thing you do for yourself a day, where you find your little magic mushroom for the day. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, oh, just look that how happy that made me to find that one little nugget. So that is your message, pile two. I hope that you enjoyed it. Thank you for your support. Thank you for being here with me. I certainly appreciate it. I want to just actually, before we go, let me just read that Empress and Hermit card, because again, you just never know what they're going to say. So, Empress, see the world through my eyes, for the world is a thing of beauty, and you are a sweet gem made out of nothing but love. Just like the world, you are meant to be adored, and I love you, for you are my children. My children you will always be, and forever I shall love you. And just look, it's like she's sitting up there looking at her children, the dolphins, for example, right? Oh, beautiful. Okay, and the Hermit. Oh, I didn't see you there. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry, that is. I enjoy the mushroom shrub's quiet company and the wisdom rustling in between the leaves. They speak to me since I am far away from the noise of the world, and they tell me all kinds of things that I wish to know. Again, it's that inner knowing, tapping into it. But I also feel, because the message came through, this is also with the Hermit, you kind of hermiting yourself away and healing. Okay, so that again, thank you, pile two, for being here with me. I appreciate your support, and I'll see you next time. Hi to those of you who chose pile three, this card, which I'm going to set over to the side for later. I've been doing that because when I pick them randomly, it always is of interest to me to see how it's going to tie into the rest of the cards in the reading, and it always does, because who's in charge here? I may shuffle. but they're in charge, right? And when I say they, God, source, universe, we're talking animal spirit energy here today for your monthly reading. This is just bringing in wonderful messages from those animal spirits, also from God, source, universe. If you have spirit guides, ancestors, teams, right? They all work together. Pile 3, if you also, sorry, I left this out, chose the little elephant. Sera is the crystal. Okay, that may be a crystal you can work with. We have tarot and oracle in here. We're going to do live tarot at the end along with more oracle. So let's get started. These cards can be individual messages or they work as a whole, but overall energy for you, pile 3, sea otter. If I could have a sea otter as a little pet, like honestly, they are so adorable. Anyway, enough about me and my sea otters. Okay, tarantula. Well, if that just didn't go, but you know what? Tarantulas are actually quite pretty. They really are. They're, they're poisonous, I think, right? But they're still pretty. So, what do I want to say? Sea otter happiness. Be the master of playful living. Pile 1 also had dolphins about, playing out to play or playfulness, whatever it was. Or get out to play. Release expectations and enjoy every day. Let worry go. Instead choose love. Surrender to the waves. Your good destiny of love is for sure. So any of those messages, those lines could mean something to you. But when I look at this and I see they're all just happy, right? But she isn't. It's almost like she is caught up in a web of, is it a web of fear? The card is connection. Is it a web of fear of not wanting to get out and connect with others? But what I see here is her trying to break free. And right? And she's using the tarantula. She's not afraid of them. They're her friends. That's who she's almost terminating away with. But she's now grabbing a hold, and it's almost like she's saying, help me out of this, help me out of this web that I feel like we created together out of fear, but I don't want to be in there anymore. I want to find my happiness. Pile 3, this is just what's coming in when I'm looking at this card. It's like she's hanging on to that tarantula for dear life to help pull her forward. All right, let's see what the rest of the cards are and how they might tie in with that. I mean, this is tough if this is a situation that you're in, but it's a beautiful message of wanting to pull yourself out and into that. Yeah, like release expectations, enjoy, let worry, and choose love. I don't know. Okay, let's just see what the rest of the cards are. Porcupine spirit, time for beginner mind. And again, I feel like this is an animal too that people would want to shy away from with the quills, right? But it's time for beginner mind. And the Panda Tarot we have with that is the world. Oh, don't those two just go together? We have gray squirrel and death. And I'm going to read them here in a minute. And weasel and the empress. Okay. First thing I want to say, so we've talked about that. These two here are just so clear. Porcupine spirit, time for beginner mind, the world. The world is when you've come full circle, right? You've completed, successful completion. And it's like when you go to the world, you go back to the Fool card again, back to where you step out and go on that grand adventure, not knowing what's going to happen, being totally innocent, beginner mind, right? It just being open to whatever, whenever. Okay, see how that's tying in with this, right? And you're happy here when this ends. When this ends, I want to say. And you're ready to go back out and face the world again and with love and happiness and playfulness. Gray squirrel, find new ways of solving problems. Death and rebirth. It's exactly what that is, right? You shed away, if you think of snakes, right? A snake skin, or you dead out, you let go of what no longer serves you, which would be this type of energy, fear, not wanting to connect with people, places, or things, maybe just a couple, putting yourself into your own web, okay? It's almost like a Nine of Swords energy, I want to say. But here you are, Death card. You're letting go of that energy and you're finding new ways of solving the problems. Archangel Raphael, call on him to help you. This is really heart-spaced energy, I feel. And we're talking about love over here too. But this is a rebirth for you. This is time. And you know it. And I feel for some of you that are watching this pile, you've already started reaching out. Some of you have reached out and you've pulled yourself out of the cobwebs already. For others, you're still in there. And this is what you need to work on. It takes time. It takes patience. It takes love, self-care, self-love. It may even take your little tribe of otters to help you, right? Or your little tribe of pandas to help you. These animals could be spirit animals for you. Some of them may resonate already. If not, call upon their energy. They're here to help. Just like angels, guides, spirit guides, right? They're a spirit guide as well for you. And then down here we have Weasel and the Empress. So the Empress, I just talked about her in the last pile. The Empress is beauty. She has everything that she wants. She's like the mother of all mothers. She's patient and kind and loving and compassionate and caring. Births new things. She's like the magician. She can manifest whatever it is that she wants. And I feel like right here, this person, this girl is pulling that Empress energy because she's using it to pull herself out of this. She doesn't want to be in this energy anymore. She wants to transform and come into this energy of happiness, of starting all over again, finding new ways to solve her problems and not allowing herself to withdraw back in. Ooh, I like this. And with the Weasel, it's be silent, pay attention, and simply observe with your eyes, ears, and physical feelings what is happening inside and all around you. And I think maybe that's been shut off, right? You've stopped feeling, you've stopped paying attention to what's going on around you, and maybe that's what's led to this bit of darkness. It's led from you withdrawing and not connecting with people anymore. So this could be kind of specific for some people, but overall, we see how this is like its own story. I love that. Love it, love it. Okay, let's get some tarot from the owls. Confirmation, clarification, further guidance. Yeah, this is really pulling out pile 3. It's a new beginning for you. Your new beginning of happiness. Oh, this one flipped over. Oh, actually 3 did. Isn't that funny? That's what I was looking for. 3 cards. Okay. We have the World again. Okay. Whatever it is that's happening, it's going to be different for each one of you. Okay. Whatever this darkness or fear or, withdraw is for you, it's coming to an end. It's time to start over. We have the 5 of Wands. And we have the King of Wands. I feel like when you can get past this 5, it's almost like you're going to shoot directly to the King. Or this King is watching the 5 of Wands here. And what I always think of with the 5 of Wands is it's like they're just, it's petty nonsense. Little battles. Could it be with other people? And that's why you disconnect it from them? Possibly. Could it just be with yourself? Possibly. Okay. But either way, the King of Wands is sitting up there on his, wood stump throne saying, all right, you guys, like enough already. Enough already. And I feel that maybe you're already in that energy where it's like enough already. I need to work on this. I need to get past it. I may need to go to people to help me get past it. I'm not sure what it will be for you, but think of that King of Wands. Okay. It's almost like the King of Wands has vision. He is imaginative and passionate about things and inspirational, right? Has great ideas. Call on that. Think of those great ideas, right? Find new ways of solving problems. Use that King of Wands energy. That's what he is. See the big picture, the vision. Okay, let's get a oracle card here. Then we're going to look at this oracle and then we will be done pile 3. A bit of a heavier message, but I feel like I said, some of you are in it. Some of you are just coming out of it. Some of you are already past it and working on it. But this is just a message to keep on going. It's coming to an end. You have so much to look forward to. This is a death and rebirth for you. I also want to say with the weasel, just be wary of those people around you that may be helped with the little 5 of Swords, the little battle here, that may have put you in this place in the first place, okay? So let's see. Oh, here we go, fertility. We're talking about the Empress, right? Let your life burst forth from the seeds of creation. Peach moonstone is a crystal you could work with and work on balancing. It may be out of balance, your sacral chakra, okay? But the fertility, right? That birthing of new ideas, having whatever it is that she wants. Let your life burst forth. I just think right into the happiness. That's a perfect message. Okay. Spider spirit. Oh, well, if there isn't another spider. Make your dreams real. Okay. King of Wands here. Looking big picture. What do you want your life to be? What do you want? How do you see happiness for yourself? That's what you're going to manifest here. Okay. Using that King of Wands and Empress energy. That's what you're going to manifest for yourself moving forward. What is the happiness for you? Where do you see that leading yourself? So pile 3, that is your message. I hope that you enjoyed it. As always, thank you so much for supporting my channel. Thank you for, coming back, reading after reading, and please continue to come back and we'll always I'm going to be doing more readings like this. They're all energy readings. I just like to use different theme decks and, there are spirit guides. So again, thank you so much and I will see you in the next one.